Hello everyone, and welcome to Boka Lili. I'm Boka Lili, and I'm here to give you some spiritual advice and guidance through the use of tarot cards and oracle cards. And this is the very first weekly reading. This will be from the 15th to the 21st of June 2020. I've also got daily videos, so every day this week you'll see a short video with that advice or guidance or free therapy or however it is you want to take it. I've got a brief introduction video as well, which I will link at the top somewhere. There's also an extended version of this reading available in Vimeo. The link to the Vimeo link is below in the description box, in the description field, sorry, and it will just give you a more in-depth view of this week's reading, and I'll pull some additional cards as well in the extended version. But first, let's see what this week brings us from the 15th to the 21st. So a few notable events in terms of astrology and planets and all that. The 18th of June, the Mercury retrograde starts, and that finishes on the 12th of July of this year. The 21st of June, which is the Sunday, it's the summer and winter solstice, depending on which, whether you live in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere. There's also an eclipse on that day, I believe, as well. And from the 21st onwards, we'll be going into Cancer season, so we're moving away from Gemini. So I hope this last week of Gemini, all my Gemini friends out there, hope you have a great birthday, and I hope all my Cancer friends, I'm sure you're looking forward to your birthdays coming up over the next couple of weeks. So let's start. So we'll start off with the overall energy, the overall advice. The 10 of Swords, the ending of a cycle, and the sword suit. And let's clarify the 10 of Swords. Okay, this wanted to come out. The Moon. So I'll just hold it up a bit closer to the camera. So see, that's the 10 of Swords there, clarified by the Moon. Okay, so the swords represent mental energy, cerebral energy. It's all about your thoughts, communication as well. And because it's the number 10, it's the end of that cycle. And usually it can, and as you can see in the card, this person's got all these swords in their back. And this means it's the ending of all the fear, anxiety, being literally, not literally, but feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. All that mental anxiety and worry all going away. It's at the end of the cycle, and this is the dark sky, and that's the yellow you see there is the new dawn appearing. With the Moon card, the Moon talks about our intuition. It can talk about fear as well. It also talks about cycles, and because it's at the end of the cycle, so the moons obviously go through their cycles and phases, and this is all about releasing that fear, surrendering to the universe, and allowing that fear to pass, knowing that this is, it's just a cycle. Everything, we always have positive and negative things going on in our mind. It's all about taking a deep breath, maybe doing some meditation, trusting your intuition as well. The Moon is also a card of intuition, so making sure you're trusting your intuition. If you do feel like your head's feeling cloudy, feeling very full, you've got too much on your mind, that's when you need to use your gut more. So let's get some oracle cards. So I've got 3 here. I'll be using the Numerology guidance card, so let's see what comes up. '27 Spiritual Partnership. So as I mentioned about, getting in touch with your intuition, trusting your gut, this is about having that spiritual partnership and connection with spirit, with your higher self, in order to help relieve any of this anxiety and stress as well. Let's see what the Keepers of the Light oracle cards have for us. Okay, this one jumped out. The Shekinah, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce. The Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. So this is about your own abilities, your own spiritual self. It's really about celebrating yourself as a person. And then I'm going to pull a card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. So the sword can also represent truth as well, and with with the moon next to it, it's also about seeking that truth. You've gone through all this, gone through all these problems, all these issues, gone through all this effort to find some sort of truth, or some sort of truth is being revealed as well. And a lot of the times we do need to trust our intuition and trust our higher selves in order to find that truth as well. Sorry. So the moon, because the moon shines brightly, it's revealing, it's revealing some form of a truth. It's revealing some sort of hidden, it can also reveal a hidden truth, and which is why we've got this discovering truth as well. And sometimes the truth might be painful, it might be something that we don't want to hear, but at the end of the day, it's the right thing for us. And whenever we're feeling doubtful, feeling anxiety, feeling any worry, we have to make sure that we're trusting ourselves, we're trusting the spirit, we're trusting the universe. And with this whole dance to the sacred rhythm of life, what this also means is going with the flow, going with the timing. You can't stop the moon from doing its own cycle, so you need to make sure you just go along with it as well. So very much the advice of this week is just to go with the flow, trust your intuition. If there is, don't be afraid of the truth, find your own truth within, have that connection with spirit, do some meditation as well, and trust your gut if you're finding that if you can't trust your head, so trust your gut. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this reading resonated with you. I do have an extended version available in Vimeo, which you can find in the link below in the description field. Thank you very much. Have a great week.